So, have you given any thought about that phone call?
Yeah.
And?
Nothing.
That accent is pretty distinctive. Ukrainian, I think.
Couldn't tell you. Never been to the Ukraine.
Well, you're not much for conversation, are you?
It's been a big night.
Tonight?
Yeah.
This is nothing. I sit here pretty often across the table from guys like you, and I feel like I'm catching you at this rare and tragic moment, just when it's beginning to sink in that life, as you know it, is over. When I leave here later, I'm going to go home. I'm going to crawl into bed with my wife just as she's waking up, and maybe I'm going to get laid before she goes to work. It happens. You aren't going home for many years. You're going back into a cell, and tomorrow at this time you'll be in Rikers awaiting trial. You're facing 8 to 10 years, which means by the time you get out, you'll be in your mid-30s. But you'll look 40 and you'll feel 50. You're a pretty handsome guy. I imagine you do quite well with the women, but it's going to be close to a decade before you ever touch another woman. And probably a day or two before you have a cock in your ass or your mouth. And the best you can hope for is that it's not the same cock. You got a place, an apartment, whatever. You probably left there a couple hours ago. You figured you'd be back in bed by now. Maybe you got a girl. She's there. Now, alone in the dark, waiting and wondering what happened. That place is probably a few miles down the road, maybe less, and you are never going to see it again. It's really hard to compute, isn't it? Your life, that life is over. And that includes any loyalty you think you owe to Mr. Rabbit. Come on. This case has Rabbit written all over it.
I work alone.
No, you don't. You had someone in that building with you. We know that much. He ran off into the woods, and we are going to find him.
Hey! Stick to the trees!
And you two weren't performing some remote hack on some of the most advanced security systems on the market while rappelling from the roof. So by my count, that adds up to 3 guys, not counting Mr. Rabbit.
What, do you think I work for some criminal mastermind that goes around calling himself Mr. Rabbit?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But what I can't figure out is why the fuck you would protect a bastard who set you up. That's not loyalty. That's stupidity. Give me Rabbit. Give him to me, and I'll cut you a deal. Maybe you get 18 months. You'll be out after a year. I would offer you witness protection, but you don't have an identity, so my guess is that you won't need a new one. Help me take this fucker down, and you can save your life. And maybe that girl who's waiting at the apartment right now, maybe she stays around because, well, a year's not that long.
Okay.
Excuse me. Okay.
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 Hey. Hey. Can I get something to eat? A sandwich?
You got it.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm gonna pick up one of those video rigs because it'll make it a lot easier than writing it all down.